from what you wanna say. All the games you play, I'm still waiting. Evening fades into the dawn. The lights go out, but you don't come home. And I'm still alone. Roll and then fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play, I'm still waiting. Evening fades into the dawn. The lights go out, but you don't come home. I'm still alone. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Clouds roll and then fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play, I'm still waiting. Evening fades into the dawn. The lights go out, but you don't come home. And I'm still alone. Fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play, I'm still waiting. dawn. The lights go out, but you don't come home. I'm still alone. I'm still waiting, 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 waiting. I'm still waiting, still waiting. I'm still waiting. Clouds roll in and fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play. I'm still waiting. Evening fades into the dawn. The lights go out, but you don't come home. And I'm still alone. Rolling and fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play. I'm still waiting. Evening fades into the dawn. The lights go out, but you don't come home. I'm still alone. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Clouds roll in and fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play. I'm still waiting. Evening fades fades into the dawn. Lights go out, but you don't come home. And we're still alone. Rolling and fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play, I'm still waiting. Evening fades into the dawn. The lights go out, but you don't come home. I'm still alone. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Clouds rolling and fade away, hiding from what you wanna say. All the games you play, I'm still waiting. Evening fades into.
Hello everybody! Welcome to Odyssey of a Dragon Lord! It's Pride Month! Everyone be gay! If you're straight, you're gay today! Shut up, computer!
I was told I couldn't kiss the homies.
Yeah, you said that if we kissed any homies, we'd be banned, though.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna stage a coup.
Please do.
We're all just gonna travel to fucking Wyoming and kiss all the homies.
Why the homies gotta be in Wyoming?
Why not?
I mean, I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah,
Close to Wyoming, honestly.
Wyoming is a great state. Anyone from Wyoming that's listening by chance, y'all are cool.
Anyways, welcome. I'm sure many or some of you may have noticed that we may or may not have missed a episode if you go on the Magic Cat YouTube, as well as just on the Twitch page in general. There may or may not be an empty spot for episode 5. I made a mistake. I take full responsibility. I made an oopsies and totally forgot to upload and record it. So, My bad, y'all. Oops. So with that in mind, we are going to let Ashley take over for the notes because I don't remember. And she does.
You don't?
I remember a little, but not a lot.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Cause although I could make up stuff on the fly and completely change canon completely.
Well, you know, we completed the campaign and saved
Oh.
Gross and, you know, all the...
Oh, cool. We finished. We're done. We're done. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go now, guys.
Anyway, last session, we spent 5 nights at the Sour Vintage, waiting for Kyra, who never happened to come. During those 5 nights, we suffered, all of us suffered awful, horrible nightmares. Love that for us. Alongside having to deal with complaints about rowdy customers because one of us drank all of the ale in the first session. Anyways, we recapped some events from session 4, and we ended up deciding, you know what? We were told to head to Astoria. There's no fucking Kyra here, so why don't we just head to Astoria and see if we'll find her along the way. So we did that. Also there was some angry storm clouds. None of us in character know what that means, but out of character, there's an angry titan, and it's fun. We got some supplies from the local store, and some Zoldakite, fantasy Advil that's also poison.
So Advil.
So Advil.
On our way to Astoria, we came across a tiny little structure, supported by 4 turtles. We went into the structure and found out that it was a hiding place. Coming in, learning that it was in fact...
Damn it!
And then we did some shopping and got some fun stuff. Found out the store is also actually run by Kyra, because Kyra has a fucking side gig, because why doesn't she? Yeah. After our shopping, she suggested that we try and get some fame going for us. Some of us were less than enthused. I think we were told to also find Piano, Keeper of Knowledge, and Library in Astoria. And there was also a kind of dwarves that might be able to help. With Forge, watch out for Ledger. Be careful about getting more fame than others. Hence her suggestion for us to take on an Oath of Fellowship. We ended with 2 of us, Alarin and Neri, pledging the Oath of Fellowship to each other, and the rest of the group being far less inclined for such a venture. And that's where we left off, making our way down to Astoria.
If I remember correctly, Astoria was a few days travel, or was it? Yeah, it was a few days, right?
Yeah, a few days.
Okay.
It's whatever you decide it is.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I spat out some lore there, and, you know. It's gone. So.
Lost with the episode.
Yeah. super secret episode that only happened if you had to be here for.
Or if you have notes.
Or if you had notes. Why? Sorry. The music is interesting. And now I've completely forgot how to DM.
As one does.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The clouds on the horizon sit in one place as you, the lot of you, trudge down the well-trodden road towards the grand city of Astoria. Despite the clouds that climb deep and dark into the sky, the day is perfectly pleasant. It was pleasant when you left the Sour Vintage, and it remains to be as such as you carry on your route past the building that was smaller on the outside and definitely larger on the inside, the Costco of fantasy, as many have dubbed it. Kyra had declined to carry on with you, but her words do ring true in your head and do leave some thoughts of consideration. As the 6 of you walk. Do you consider this oath of fellowship? 2 of you already have. It's up to the remaining 4. Whether or not you choose to take this or not, to let the fame fall to Alarin and Neri instead of your own shoulders.
Oka will shyly agree to the oath. She doesn't like being center of attention, but she understands the potentials.
Okay.
By now we all know that I don't mind a bit of fame.
I mean, maybe having my name out there will end up leading me to some people that remember me from the past. Who knows? Hopefully that's a good thing rather than a bad thing. But hey, at least it's not just me that's getting in trouble anymore.
Osiris will agree to the oath.
Okay.
I'm going to make this condition as I made before, on the condition that you do not like her.
Valid.
I have not knowingly or intentionally lied to you yet. I don't plan to in the future.
Mita? Vin? What doth you two decide?
This is a big decision. Hold on.
Take your time.
Need need to get a Jeopardy music sound effect.
I'm pretty sure that's copyright.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be it. I don't know.
It probably is.
How much of that song can we get away with singing?
According to the FCC, 20 seconds.
Well, it's exactly 20 seconds.
There you go. Well. Feel as I would rather have friends than enemies.
Attention turns to Vin, the last person to make a decision. You feel several pairs of eyes turn towards you. Those present, and even the eyes of those not present. No pressure.
The fuck? I tried. I tried so hard to keep it dramatic. And now I got, like, for some reason, I'm imagining, like, a monkey banging on a keyboard. Like, um,
Most of Christmas past.
so- I am finding it hard to believe. Well, not to believe. I'm finding it hard to want to make this oath with the lot of you. Mostly because we just met 2 weeks ago.
Not even.
Not even.
Like a week.
But in that time, to be fair, we've had a lot of life or death situations together.
Right. But I'm kind of against the thought process of that bringing us closer together. If that makes sense.
I mean, Osiris and I's death brought Osiris and I closer together. So I guess, like,
I feel like there's things to unpack there with you guys dying. Like, there's definitely things to unpack there. The problem I'm having is I have not died. I don't plan to die.
So you're saying if you die, you'll accept the oath?
Right, yeah, that's just what I was thinking
The problem is I've been in more danger the past 2 weeks with the lot of you than I have in the last years that I've been alive.
Strangely, I feel the inverse. So,
Sounds to me like your life has gotten a whole lot more interesting after joining this group.
And you can't say yours hasn't.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I
I
mean,
mean, you could.
I
melting
refuse
in
to.
your armor, like, has to be an interesting experience, Osiris.
I would rather not talk about that.
I would also rather not talk about that. It sounds horrifying.
Sounds ghastly.
It was not fun to watch.
That was not an invitation to keep talking about it.
How about how about if I could make a suggestion? You could have it be conditional, like mine is. Like, I swore this oath until I learn more about my past, and at that point I'll reconsider it. You could pledge the oath with the caveat that if you no longer wish to travel with us, you are free to part ways. If that makes you feel better.
Okay, but that leads into the question then, is it really an oath if it's conditional?
Sure.
I
No.
could find you a different oath if you'd prefer.
Right. That oath that I gave you for hiding a secret that now between the six of us is now public knowledge.
You didn't swear to keep that secret. You showed me your secret instead, and so mutually assured destruction.
I mean, it's not exactly, it's not a secret, I don't call it a secret. I
Right,
call it,
well.
let's call it a defense mechanism.
Okay, well, your defense mechanism is interesting. My secret can get me killed very easily.
I mean, I for one, wouldn't want to pressure you to do anything that you don't want to. So if you don't feel like taking the oath yet, that's perfectly fine. Just travel along with us, and maybe you'll feel like doing it later, and maybe you'll feel like you want to leave. And in either case, I wish you the best.
And I feel like the sixth wheel then, won't I?
Probably yes.
Maybe so.
Better than those
Stupid.
Squirtles.
Companions 5 and their friend.
And their friend, Mr. Not appearing in this film. I'll do it. Alright, fine. I'll do it on the condition that if there ever comes a time where I must disobey my own morals, then I'll choose my morals over this group.
Noted. That's fair.
I don't like that smirk that Cat gave. I feel like my morals are about to be extremely tested very soon.
Don't worry about it.
So that's a yes.
Or it's a no.
Do we need to all like put our hands in and like come up with a chant or something?
As you
Or like a
say
group name?
that,
Or a group name? That'd be
That'd be alright.
that'd be okay. As you say the words like group name / chant, you feel that like each of those words grow heavy across your tongues, as if it's not more of a weight, but more of a nudge, a spark of the magic that permeates this land. It tastes like sharp mint on the back of your throats.
I have a sore throat right now, so just the thought of that. Just agonize.
Cool and crisp, but you can taste it as you say the words, a chant, or even a name. And the thought settles on name, a name for yourselves. on top of that comes words that you know from heart and know from soul and body and mind that just float to the tip of your tongue. You know what they are and you know what to speak them. 'Tis the power of the oath, and any oath, really. So...
It's the darkest night.
You must sustain our daily bread.
I'll go with my bad.
My brother is right. Put your left hand in and put your left hand in.
Hokey pokey.
Yamuna and Juna and the Springa.
The words. I'm just gonna say them. It's up to you to repeat them if you want to. I am Name, and I swear upon my life and my honor that I uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors, individuals, or other words who stand at my side. Would you like me to say it's? Would you like me to say it slower for you?
Right, yeah. We did like part sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
Almost
do it
as if
in
they were,
chunks.
Like, vows or an oath or
Right.
something.
Oh, do you want? Oh, sorry. Let me look up the wedding vows.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
In sickness.
And in health.
For richer, for better, for worse, until death do us part.
Well,
Alarin, do you take...
do you take your bin as your level?
Yeah, Alarin, do you take Vin to be your lawfully wedded husband?
We have a strict no kiss call.
Right, yeah, no.
I said no kissing the homies, but I didn't say anything about marrying. I said no kissing the homies, but I said nothing about marrying them.
Question. If that's your thought process, what happens at the end of the wedding ceremony? I now pronounce you husband and husband. You may now kiss the man.
It's just a firm
You may now
handshake.
fist. You may now fist bump the man.
You may thumb wrestle the man. Anyways.
I'm doing all this for after.
Listen, I appreciate a good bit.
Lily, no! Lily, no!
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh God, please, no! You're lucky can't get through this.
I'm reading it now. Fuck you.
Oh. Oh. Stop.
I don't care if this breaks my stream. I'm going to read it. It has been read.
It was behind spoiler.
Twitch.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Do it, coward.
Anyways. One sentence at a time, you just have to repeat after me. If you guys can manage that, Jesus Christ.
Did you roll with time?
Oh, I laughed so hard my wife closed the door.
Like, are we all saying it at once?
You just gotta repeat after me. If you gotta say it, say it whenever you want. Bitch. I am Name, and I swear upon my life and my honor.
I have
Say your own fucking names, you assholes. You collective bunch of assholes.
Okay, okay.
I am Osiris. I swear upon my name and my honor to uphold this oath.
Fellowship?
This oath of fellowship.
with insert objective here, who stand by my side, either warriors or individuals.
With this collective group that we have assembled, on the condition that you do not lie to me.
I swear, I so hard. I'm gonna butcher the whole thing. To uphold this oath of fellowship with these fellow adventurers, so long as my goddess does not require otherwise from me.
Okay. You were actually pretty close.
I have a script I can read off of. Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah,
was nice enough.
Yeah,
Pretty
you're
close
welcome.
is how I got through college, so I'll take it.
C's get degrees, my guy. Alright. I am Vin, and I swear upon my life and my honor to uphold this oath of fellowship with these groups of, honestly, sometimes just with these group of fine individuals. So long as damn it. So long as my morals will not be betrayed.
I am Medea. I swear upon my life and my honor to uphold the sense of fellowship with this group of travelers until such time as the world ends or I do.
Front. I hope that's not the wild magic.
Speaking of,
Oh no, sock!
oh,
Leia, you know we're streaming on Twitch, right?
Leia, we're live. Leia, we're live on Twitch. Ashley, your camera blurred.
My camera blurred. Oh no.
It's good now. It's good now. It's
Blurry now.
it's good now.
Yeah.
We're good now. It unblurred as I started speaking. It was like, oh, I'm committed.
As far as I know, I am married. And I swear upon my life and my honor to uphold this fellowship, or to uphold this oath of fellowship with this group of mortals? Heroes? Mess ups? All the above? Until such a time that I learn of who I am. And then we shall see.
Last one, the shy bean. I am Toka, and I swear upon my life and my honor to uphold this oath of fellowship with this group of potential future friends, unless the Mother Goddess asks me different.
As each of you swear your oath, each unique in nature, that mint becomes that of blueberry, mingles with blueberry and lemon and a bunch of different flavors unique to everyone. As the oath shifts and changes, and you feel the magic solidify around you. Almost as if it's gripping your hands, gripping your throat, gripping your chest, binding you all together. The conditions set, morphing this magic, changing it ever so slightly as each new condition is added. Some of these conditions outweigh that of others. But you can't tell which ones, as the magic kind of through you and then disappears, sinking back into the earth. Now, all that there is left to remain is determining a name as to which the bards and the singers can praise and call to. That the people can call to.
Have you given this a little thought? Lauren says. You know, up until this point, our group has kind of been tied together by fate. You know, Kyra telling us that we're like chosen and going to see the Oracle, and it kind of feels like fate is somehow like mothering or shepherding and guiding us. So, how would we feel about the name Destiny's Child?
I am so for this.
The goddesses would not appreciate us naming ourselves.
Oh. Oh. When all you have to do is say my name.
Yeah, say my name. When no one is around. When no one else is there.
It's like a little prayer.
Come up with some more too.
Well, it's like we have these brooches, right? And also some of us have these rings. I feel like, and it's supposed to be an oath of fellowship, right? So we could be like the fellowship of the rings.
No, stop. Don't do it.
I mean, these brooches are kind of spirally and like kind of like they look like shredded onions. So like it could also be the fellowship of the onion rings. Because we have layers.
That is so true. There are lots of layers to our group, to our, you know, our bonds with each other. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm great.
I thought the birches looked more like hands reaching for the season.
You do seem a bit of an ambitious group, just as a whole.
I mean, the quest is ambitious, is it not?
Agreed?
So we all reach it, is it not?
Wow, those bards are quick.
Like that.
Holy shit. Like,
I'm
ha,
sorry.
you thought.
I'm sorry, where's Kyra?
Are you asking in character or out of character?
No. Yes.
There's like a little jangle of instruments as like papyrus scrolls that are bound to as she strolls up behind you and goes, "You called?"
Well, we
We're
thought
in
we
the
heard
middle of something right
bards
now,
singing.
Kyra. We're trying to figure out his name, alright? Give us 5 minutes.
Okay.
We thought we heard bards singing already. We hadn't figured out a name yet.
But Lydia, you have finished your.
I like that. I like those dogs. You need dog.
The dawn or something.
The fellowship of the grasping dawn. Something.
I like that. That's catchy. It's got bars. Fellowship of the Grasping Dawn.
Dawn for short, or grasping dawn for short.
It's not bad.
Sounds like a group I'd want to be in.
Toga, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, you're the smartest among us. Is there any, like, anything that we should actually know about? Like, is there any,
Grasping Dawn isn't like a euphemism we need to avoid.
yeah.
Nope. Nope. I had a thought run through
I need
my
to go
head.
turn
and
on
that
the
was
overhead
out of my
light. I'll be right back.
Oh.
She's speaking. You're muted, dear. Toka's dead.
Just
Toga
catatonic.
has
Next to
She falls over.
She's like,
You know those fainting deer?
yeah.
She just stiffens up, plops right over. Ah,
Oh no.
ah.
Having mic issues. Didn't you just buy a new mic that cost like $5?
Yeah, what happened there? Ah, it's Discord.
I guess. To
We
be
gotta
fair.
get
Today, tomorrow, and the last thing.
Toga. Who the hell is she there? Quietly.
Hello?
Hello?
There
Okay.
we go. Okay. Yeah, I had to completely like reset my mic input and everything. It was like a whole fucking thing there for a second. Okay, repeat what was asked for Toka.
Do we name our group Destiny's Child?
I'm gonna give my vote onto that, alright?
Fellowship of the Grasping Dawn was asked.
Oh, okay, cool. So I didn't miss anything there. Alright, perfect. She'll kind of take a minute. I mean, I like Destiny's Child a little bit more, but, you know, I'm pretty fine with this one.
There isn't any, like, euphemism for it that we should be worried about or anything.
Not in my culture, truthfully. I didn't think so.
Not gonna lie, I don't know as a player if there's any euphemism for it.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I mean, like, if we were the grasping moon, then we might have some issues.
Yeah. That would
Yeah.
raise some questions a little bit.
I'm so glad
the
we spent
Grasping
the,
Dawn.
so glad we spent the first 40 minutes just saying yes.
We had fun though.
That's what's important. You settle upon this name, the Fellowship of the Grasping Dawn, and you feel the magic take hold once again. But instead of mint and various different flavors, it's a solid thing. It's a similar taste in everybody's mouth. Not mint, not anything of substance, anything that you could truly apply to. It reminds you, though, of time spent, this taste in the back of your mouth, time spent in the sun. It's warm. It's comforting. But on the edge, as if balanced, teetering, the chance of burning. As the magic once again washes and embraces all of you before whisking away, leaving you simply walking down the street, down this brick road towards the Great Wall City.
The big road.
I knew someone was going to make that joke.
I would have laughed if in the module it had like an aside that says, if anyone mentions a yellow brick road,
Kill them.
player
Do that
death.
this time.
Just
Not character death.
player. Cat specifically shows up at Ashley's house in the middle of the night. Hello.
You have chosen this.
I see you have chosen death.
Again, would not be the first time.
Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, everybody. Astoria is about, if I remember correctly, a few days out. So we're gonna play a little game.
Oh, we already were.
Lovely. Is this the random encounter table game?
This is the random encounter table game. Yay! Don't be
So well for us before.
don't be afraid.
We're all together this time, so you know.
I'm perpetually afraid. What do you mean?
Like I said, my roll 20 isn't up, so like
I know.
we're gonna have to like if we
Perish.
choose yes, like it's gonna be theater of mind for me.
Yep. Okie dokie. Let's see what we're going to do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, everybody. High or low, yes or no?
Are we each choosing a
Yes,
different one,
high.
or we're doing-
Yes, high. Isun?
No, low.
Yes, hi.
Yes, high.
I know.
High, no.
My mom said say no to this,
Yes.
No to this.
so hi yes.
High, yes. Ethan, you said
Yes.
high, yes.
But low, no.
Low, no. Okay.
I still don't understand how this mechanic works, and I've been playing with Cap for 3 years. y'all have explained it to me so many times, and I'm just like, It's like a 50-50 shot, I think, maybe.
It means things can or might happen. It might not be to the degree that you expect them to.
Oh, okay.
It's not quite rolling a d20. The d20 roll is the way I think about it is it's like how you can do it, and like your influence, while a high or low yes or no roll is a world influence.
Okay. Good to know now.
You could have asked like 3 years ago, man.
I did. And I'll be honest with you. I still don't know.
Okay.
So it's world influence rather than, like...
Individual influence, yep. Which means it could be anything. In a momento, please. Hot. I don't want sirens to whisper sweet nothing into my ears. That's uncomfortable. You slowly walk down this road, the city drawing ever closer with each step that you take. You see carts pass, some leaving from the direction of Historia, others passing you as you walk along the road. Heading towards the city or beyond is hard to tell. The weather remains pleasant, as if allowing it to remain pleasant for the time. Morning becomes afternoon, afternoon becomes evening, and with the setting sun cresting over the mountain ranges in the distance, it paints the sky a gorgeous purple and pink and black. It's starting to get dark. Some have dark vision and are able to see, but others find more difficulty.
You do not have dark vision. I saw you asking that.
In fact, I do not have dark vision.
Oh,
Changelings don't get
Fun
dark
fact,
vision.
this is one of my few characters that actually does have dark vision for once.
Oh, I do have dark
Ayo.
vision, but also I'm blindfolded, so it doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit.
you...
Oh yeah, satyrs don't have dark vision either.
Nope. Nope, they don't. You feel the wariness in your bones, knowing that it is time to settle for the night. It's been a long day. Even longer still, knowing that you still have another day's journey before you reach the city proper. You step off to the side in a little clearing where the grasses do not lay and do not sprout. It is shorter, a little bit more rocky and sandier, but still comfortable in nature. And you see large rock faces peering out of the grass, offering shelter as the wind slowly begins to pick up, rustling through your hair and across your shoulders and clothes. It's cold, this wind. A little chilly, as the heat of summer fades away to the cool breeze of night. A fire, if you so choose it, is quite easy to set up. The grasses are dry. There's plenty of branches or other fire-making material nearby. I will require one person to do that, please.
Who has survival?
Surprisingly, I do.
I have a +6 to survival.
You do it then.
That's you.
You are
I'm a
the
druid,
fire-
so
I think that's you.
I have a
Druid.
+4, so like.
yeah, I'm
We're
proficient
close,
in
but
it.
no.
So
So
that's a
am I.
19.
A 19? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Under Toka's careful fingers and nurturing hand, a fire sparks to life quite easily before it becomes a consistent, crackling blaze. Not big enough to cause problems later, but enough to keep you warm to cook food as needed. What is, out of curiosity, the rest of you doing to either help set up camp or get situated for the night?
I am warding the area
Okay. I assume with alarm.
with alarm.
Okay.
I'm ritually casting alarm.
Okay.
around the
Sounds good.
camp.
I am making myself nice and hidden, and hopefully nobody will notice me until morning.
Make a stealth
Unless I'm
check.
called for. That is going to be a 23.
Can everyone else make a perception check, please?
Pass it.
Nope.
Listen, everyone's wisdom
unnatural
shit.
20.
Unnatural 20.
6.
But aren't... Oh, that's right. You did start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
23?
23 was the DC. So Finn catches Neri's eye as she slips into the shadows by the rock, by this large outreaching rock. It's a singular rock, by the way. It's kind of rounded on top with a little bit of like shelving, like rock shelving scattered through, and then there's it's quite tall. I want to say it's about 15 to 20 feet, thereabouts. And then there's like a smaller rock that's like a little hump nearby.
Alright, I'll let them do what they're doing.
Mhm.
It's just nice to know, you know?
Yeah, you feel well hidden, Neri. Owen.
If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
was it Vin who got like cooking supplies last time?
It was.
Alarin will offer his assistance to Vin if Vin decides to make food. Alarin will be like, "You're the one who's making food. I'll help you out with that. Here's an extra pair of hands. Tell me what to do."
Awesome. Yeah, because I was gonna say, fucking supper time, buddy.
What you cooking?
I don't ever get. Okay, first off, I don't ever get a chance to use like tool proficiencies.
No one ever uses tool proficiencies ever. I encourage it in this game. Please use your tool
Okay.
proficiencies.
Shit. What are we? What did we get from the guy?
I
Ah,
got thieves' tools.
food-wise, I'm just gonna say that you guys got a variety of ingredients. You got a little bit of fresh cream that will keep until you get to Astoria. You got like a block of cheese. You got eggs that you got from the Sour Vintage, actually, because there was like a chicken coop and stuff there. You got a variety of veg. And again, this is all like kept in a sack, like nearby. Butter or lard, just stuff like that. Honestly, be creative. Tell me what you picked up. Flour, yeah.
Okay, nice.
A small little
I
bag
believe-
of flour, yeah.
A little bag of flour. Okay. In my mind, that's enough. Between the flour, the eggs, whatever water we have in like a water skin.
Yeah, you have water in a water skin.
Yeah, your boy's making mac and cheese.
Nice. Fantasy mac and cheese. I love it.
Now,
I love
now because I
just love Ashley's reaction to that. Just, what?
but because I have cream, I have
Mhm.
cheese.
Yep.
I have water.
Mhm.
I have all this. You're naming off ingredients. I'm like, this is all mac and cheese ingredients.
Well, they're versatile.
However, I can't do like Kraft Dinner mac and cheese, because obviously it would take too long to make elbow noodles. So it's gonna be kind of like short spaghetti noodle mac and
Okay.
cheese. So it's kind of like, that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm making.
Okay. All right. How many people? Quick question, show of hands. How many people have seen that TikTok guy who goes out in nature and like cooks a bunch of food?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
That guy.
All right.
So good.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
just tells random stories.
Yeah. All right. So
Oh,
there is. Vin manages to find a relatively flat rock that he washes off in a stream that is actually bubbling nearby. He cleans it off and pulls out the cooking supplies that he has. He has clean drinking water on the pot, boiling over the stove, and then on this flat rock, he's actually using it to heat some ingredients as well as make noodles. A lot of those who are paying attention can see that he piles the flour actually straight onto this flat little rock. He's making the noodles first, and in the flour he actually separates the egg whites and puts the egg yolks and then whisks them together, kneading them together with his hand, making straight quick noodles. And he's very good at it. Just want to really quick, just for funsies, make me a roll for that.
okay. What role is a cooking role?
I
Because like I always use.
I would
survival.
say it's survival plus proficiency, unless Ethan has a different idea of what it is, Mr. Forever DM.
Most tool things, you choose the associated skill and then add proficiency if you're proficiency, not skill, ability.
Yeah.
And then add proficiency if you're proficient with the thing.
Yeah.
For cooking, I mean, you could use intelligence.
You could use wisdom.
There's a couple things you could choose.
Yeah.
But then if you're proficient with the cooking utensils and you have
Yeah,
cooking utensils, you
yeah.
add your proficiency.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. DM.
I mean, I would think that it would take a lot of like common sense to like look at all the ingredients we have. Can I
Yeah.
roll with wisdom?
Yes, you may roll with wisdom. Go ahead.
Which is surprisingly the same modifier as my survival skill. Wouldn't you know it?
Wow, who
I
would have
mean,
thought?
It's the same thing as using wisdom for medicine. It's more like experiential,
Yeah.
like
So,
being in tune
oh,
with things.
So Lauren was helping me. You said, right?
Yes, so you roll with advantage.
Thank God. Oh, what was that too? Okay, 17.
17. Oh yeah, you whip up the noodles, you whip up the cheese sauce really easily, and you make enough for every single person in the party.
Awesome. fun cooking fact for those that are watching: the cheese sauce in mac and cheese, if you're using it at homemade, is called a roux.
Yep. Exactly. That is
And
what
I'll
it
be
is.
glad to provide food facts from here on out throughout the campaign.
If you don't, I will be really sad, and I will impose disadvantage whenever you make this if you don't do this.
Right. The problem I'm having is that the smell of this might attract things.
Well, now that you
why
said
Nary
things, that's why there's a learn. Osiris, what are you doing?
Well, I'll go around and see if anybody needs help.
Mm-hmm.
And if nobody needs help, I'm gonna go find some good sturdy sticks
Okay.
or pieces of wood,
Okay.
and I'm gonna carve.
Okay. You have wood carving tools, do you not?
I have wood carver's tools. Yes, I bought them at the thing with my.
Wonderful. All right. So, real quick, I just need you to make a general perception check just to see if you can find the suitable sticks.
Yes, quite literally any size for what I'm doing. It's a 3.
You find some sticks. They're not really big and they're not really beefy, but they'll do in a pinch. You could probably make maybe an arrow or two out of them.
I'm not making arrows.
And maybe...
I'm planning on making dragon chest pieces, actually.
Okay, oh, it's gonna be a little hard, because the sticks that you found are kind of thin. But you can try. So I would say you make a dexterity check with your wood carving tool, but with disadvantage.
Okay. And that's adding proficiency to it.
Yep.
To disc. That's an 11.
An 11? Okay. It's not pretty. It's far more dainty for your paws than you would have liked, but you do manage to carve out a pawn for dragon chess. And
Just a little wormling.
yeah. And the way you carve it out is enough that you could technically make a second one. Again, it's not pretty. It's not elegant, but it will do in a pinch.
Practice.
Practice, exactly. Okay. Evening slowly rolls into night. As time passes, how many people are awake? How many people are sleeping?
More passes out.
Nary.
Hakshu, me.
Nary is awake. She snuck out to grab the pasta, cheese, the spaghetti and cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and then ran back to her little hidey hole.
Okay.
After eating that food, Toka is sleep.
Sleep.
Practically on top of Ulrich.
Mhm.
Just pass the fuck out.
Okay. Osiris.
Osiris is awake. He's keeping an eye out.
Okay.
I was gonna say, big lion man. All those carbs don't really affect him too much. I will try my best to stay awake as long as I can. I don't want to overdo it to where I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay up with Osiris for a little bit.
Okay.
Take shifts, maybe.
Yeah.
Mita.
Well, I definitely keep an eye out for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Take a rest.
Okay. So, asleep. Leia, we're still live. I don't want you airing your laundry out on here. Does Mary fall asleep eventually?
Eventually.
Okay.
I think she does, and then whenever Osiris is done with his shift, he can wake her up and she'll do that, I guess.
Okay.
One downside to that, I have to point out. I have nowhere to deal where the fuck you are.
Yeah.
She pointed it out to everybody in the group. She's hiding from anything that comes into the camp, not from the group.
Okay, she did not say that.
Sorry.
Which is why everyone made perception checks. Vin's the only one who knows that she's snuck out.
Toka rolled a nat 20.
I was gonna say, Toka rolled a nat 20.
No, she rolled unnatural
Unnatural
20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like dirty 20 is the term we use.
Okay. Sorry. When she comes out to get her food, she will mention that to people if they need her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she does fall asleep eventually.
Okay. Cyrus Finn, is there any sort of thing you want to do?
Right, I kind of just said I'll stay up with Osiris without thinking of
The consequences of the fact that you have to roleplay.
the consequences of my actions.
What do you think of all this?
I think you might have to be a little more specific when it comes to this.
This whole group's fates.
I'm not gonna try to push any belief onto you, obviously. I think we make our own fate. I do believe, though, that with any prophecy or any sort of destiny that is set out for a person is construed just vague enough to where at the end of it all, someone is able to say, I told you so. That's my honest opinion about the destiny. About the group, well, I've met some interesting people in my travels, but to say that this is the most interesting would be an understatement. What about you?
It roughly falls along the same line. Off the top of my head, this group seems fine enough. I don't exactly see any of us purposely going out of our way to do harm, so there's nothing wrong with sticking with this group for now.
Right, it's a fellowship of convenience at this point.
For the most part, one could see it that way. It's interesting how different backgrounds have kind of brought us all together through, frankly, a series of unfortunate events that brought us all together.
Yeah, unfortunate is definitely the word. I'll be honest though. If it weren't for, I'll be honest, all of you, I would have probably died at the wayside already.
I think many of us would. Considering just getting into the temple was a, what would you call it?
A hassle, an inconvenience, a
pain in the ass. Yes. If you pardon my language for it.
that is a way of putting it. I just. Oh no. Everything broke it for a second. One second.
It's fine. I fixed it.
Okay. Between that giant boar, which, to be fair, you weren't there for.
I was on that.
I would feel like if you were there for it, it would have gone a lot more handily. There wouldn't have been so much unnecessary death to people that seemed like they didn't deserve it.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Well, that's the neat part. There's never a way to be sure.
Not at all. Well, hopefully with time, things will get a bit more... No, correction. I hope things don't get really, really interesting. I honestly do not. For the sole reason being, it's already interesting enough. And we've already had a corpse in this group.
From what I understand, we have already had a few.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
We don't talk about that, to be fair.
Yep. I would rather not talk about that.
So, if you don't mind my asking, I heard you say earlier that you belong to a house?
Yes, it is the House Blackstone. Originally from the Highlands, actually.
Hey, DM, would I know anything about the Blackstone? The House
Sure,
Blackstone?
make a history check.
Okay, so that's a 15 on the die. 1 second. I'm not very intelligent, so it's a 15 in total.
15 is good enough. You do know a little bit about the House Blackstone. Give me a second as I pull up the notes.
I know it's not exact. I don't think it's exactly in the module.
Not at all.
No, we are.
Not at all.
Now we're getting into like, backstory shit.
We kind of had to wing it half the time, to be fair.
John, you see nothing. Alright.
No, Cat, you see nothing. Check it myself.
You know that House Blackstone was forged towards the end of the war. And this was the original Dragonsong War that occurred long time ago. And the name Blackstone brings to mind a bunch of Leonins who bare their fangs and claws against any who would cause harm. They are a family of pride. They're a family of pride, and you know that
I was done.
A lion's pride.
Yeah. A pride of pride.
I said what I said. You can laugh at it all you want.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for interrupting me. But the house itself is often sworn to high houses scattered across Alia. Their alliance does change as does the time does. Right now, they are sworn mostly. Words. I had it. They are mostly sworn to the High House in Mistos. You don't exactly know which High House. There's like there's several High House families that control Mistros. But you are aware that they are currently sworn there. House Blackstone often brings out swordsmen, knights, and nobility of them within themselves. There was a long time where they ruled one area of Thalia for several centuries before eventually they faded back to being high sworn and then some. And yeah, they mostly produce knights or others of that area. And that's what you would garner from the name.
Okay, so in layman's terms, they're a really, if I'm understanding it, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They're a house of basically bodyguards for hire.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
They're the Lion Knights.
John, you did this to yourself.
Yeah, I seen this coming. Yeah, we're a very prideful pride. You know, we're all a bunch of gay lions.
Happy Pride!
I'm trying to have a serious roleplay with you here, man.
I know. I had to make a joke. I'm sorry.
I get it.
They're all gay. They all kiss the homies.
They can't do that, apparently.
No, that's
Oh,
bad.
that attitude.
Carry on.
Only depends on if you get caught. No,
Yeah,
That's,
only if Cat notices.
well, that's a heavy name that you bear with you then.
A responsibility that comes with
I guess, but why? The last time I heard, you were that House Blackstone was sworn to one of the high families. Why, if you obviously don't answer if you don't want to, but why are you hanging around this group of, let's call them what they are, misfits, myself included?
understandable argument.
What was that?
Don't worry. It's like I said, understandable argument. Bunch of misfits. In the notes,
It's canon. It's in the notes now.
When it comes to the name Blackstone, I'm not from one of the trainees from it, so to speak. I am the second son, second son of the Blackstone household. And rather than having a large argument with the physician patriarch, I decided to earn my way. So I left. In search of honor, achievement. Rather than squabbling with the nobles.
That's it's a very noble way to go about it. I hope you'll forgive me for not bowing to someone of a higher station than I, but I honestly don't give a fuck. If you pardon my words.
I don't mind it at all. It's not something I reveal often. And frankly, as it stands, I am a wandering knight. There's nothing more to it.
So, do you plan on revealing this revelation to the rest of the group, or I understand we all have our own secrets to hide?
It's not exactly something I keep a secret. If it comes up in conversation, sure, you have more than any reason to know who I am. But if it's not coming up in conversation, I'm not exactly inclined to bring it up, so to speak.
That's understandable.
It's not exactly a big deal to me.
Very admirable.
I think more so it keeps things simple. People treat you differently if they know you're from a higher standard. And to be frank, it shouldn't bother me. But sometimes kind of nips at my mind sometimes. So I'm not exactly inclined to bring it up.
To be fair, you're also treated differently if you're in a lower standing as well.
True. But I doubt they would treat you really bad when you're walking around, specifically with a large sword. I kind of motion to my long sword. People don't talk as much.
I mean, that might be valid. All I have is a very big stick.
Then you want to use that stick well, because sometimes it will not save you. Well, for the most part.
Yeah, I'm kind of take more of the hands-on approach if you haven't picked up on that.
Yes, I've seen what you can do. Impressive.
I wouldn't say that. How many times has my ass been on the floor?
I can be said the same for a lot of us then.
True. Alright. I hate to cut this conversation short, I really do, but I'll be honest, I think I'm gonna hit the hay for the night. If you feel as tired as I do, don't hesitate to wake me up. One could say I'm pretty good at keeping watch.
Be awake for a couple more hours before waking up Neri for the last watch.
All right.
Get some sleep.
I will enjoy a nice night of carbohydrated, fueled sleep.
The food was excellent, by the way.
Thank you. Worked a long time to perfect it. Even with just a knife and a pot.
Gives you a nod.
We snooze.
And after a couple hours, I'll go and wake up Neri.
Okay. Good.
Your turn.
Okay.
Can everyone make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Fuck!
Oh no.
You bet your bottom dollar I can make you a wisdom saving
That
throw.
sounds fun.
I could try.
16.
That sounds like a threat.
Aww.
Aw.
That's a
Really?
fat 10.
10, 16.
7.
I
Also 16.
I rolled a 19. Can I?
I'm
can I
doing
roll at
math.
disadvantage, please.
No.
So I got a 19.
Okay.
You got a 13.
Oh, let's go! Low numbers!
Wonderful.
I say Toka's getting ruined right now.
No one passed.
Huzzah!
What?
Sorry.
I love failing wisdom saves. So much fun.
Wisdom saves are the worst saves to fail, honestly.
You make me feel stupid, and that is who I am.
Just about this wisdom saves entail.
In various parts of the night, regardless of when you sleep, you all had the same dream. Give me a second. Breaking things. Oops. You, all of you, at various points of the evening, your rest peaceful. You dream of various different things. Some of home, some of a butterfly dancing upon the wind. Till one day, well, not one day, till eventually, those dreams fade away, leaving behind and leaving in darkness. It's dark. In your heads. In your dreams. Pitch black. Unrelenting. It doesn't change for a very long time. Unsure if you are awake, but unable to open your eyes, or simply dreaming, you can only wait in expectation. Until eventually, from that very darkness, from the pitch and black and unrelenting, a voice rings out, feminine and sweet like honey. So, your great quest begins. My, what great heroes you shall be. Saving everyone from the god titans. Will you? Incredible. Truly. You mortals are so proud. So full of pride. So willing to do whatever it takes to get to the next day. The darkness suddenly shifts, becoming a blinding light in a mere moment. A beacon that shines down upon a sad, pathetic old man. Hair wizened and lie scraggly, like string off of his head. Look at this one. He, like you, was proud once. He was strong, could work long, hard days, and endure oh so much. But now he's falling to pieces. Look at him. His joints are stiff. Skin slack, teeth gone. What a sad excuse of a life. Look, his life is basically dripping out of him. Delicious. Tragic. You can only watch, really, as inky black shadows fall across this old man. He flinches and squirms, clearly panicking, as something draws near, something that none of you can see. You hear this voice of honey basically lean close to you, as if whispering a secret in your ears. Yes, his sad mortal life is leaking, slipping away. But that leaves me wondering, as I'm sure it leaves you wondering too, my fine, fine heroes. What shall happen to his soul? Many, many questions there. And the voice kind of slides away as the old man thrashes against his restraint, screaming into his gag as a butcher's knife descends. And all of you, in various parts of the night, are woken from the nightmare, bathed in sweat, breath heavy and shallow. And because all of you failed the save, allow me to find this. Woo, okay. Wonderful. You wake up a little mad. How many people know of the madness table?
Oh no.
We talk long term, we talk short term,
Oh, no.
indefinite.
Are we talking
Cat.
mad
Cat.
like TV, or
No.
It's not much.
Cat.
This
I'm
is
terrified right now as the one who rolled the lowest.
this is not me. This is quite literally the module.
Oh yeah, sure. Blame the mind.
And no, I am blaming the module.
Okay, cool. What's the magic stuff? What, for those of us who don't know, me,
Yeah.
what the hell's the madness thing?
Madness is character. Alright, so in a typical campaign, characters are not driven mad by the horrors they face and carnage they inflict day after day, but sometimes the stress of being an adventurer can be too much to bear. If your campaign has a strong horror theme, or this campaign has a lot of at-stake things, you might want to use the madness as a way to reinforce that theme, emphasizing the extraordinary, horrific nature of the threats the adventurers face. Going mad. Various magical effects can inflict madness on an otherwise stable mind. Certain spells, such as Contact Other Plane and Symbol, can cause insanity, and you can use the madness rules here instead of the spell effects on those spells. Pandemonium, blah blah blah. Resisting a madness-inducing effect usually requires a wisdom or charisma saving throw. Madness can be short-term, long-term, or indefinite. Most relatively mundane effects impose short-term madness, which lasts only for a few minutes. More horrific effects or cumulative effects can result in long-time or indefinite madness. This is just a general purpose, though. Now, hang tight, because I need to determine how long this takes. Where did it go? Dice? You're not supposed to yeet yourself out of my dice tower. You're supposed to stay solid. Thank you. Alright, sick. For 6 minutes. You are all incapacitated. And you are screaming, laughing, or weeping. Your choice.
Fun for 6 whole minutes.
Yep.
Sorry, what I missed.
We are all incapacitated and spend 6 minutes, screaming, laughing, or weeping. Our choice.
Yep.
I would love to laugh.
Same. That's what Alarn is also laughing.
Just uncontrollably laughing.
Yeah, but it's like the insane laugh.
Oh, Okay, hold on. Let me double check.
I will be right back.
Okay.
So what's
Toke
the
would scream.
options?
Toke would
Screaming.
scream.
Okay.
Neri's doing a bit of all the above.
Okay. All of the above. We appreciate that.
Osiris is crying.
Cyrus is crying. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. I'll say it. I'll say kind of in between crying and screaming for Ben. Between the two.
Okay.
Not like it's somewhere kind of wishy-washy. It's like alternating like every minute and a half he's doing one of
I guess we could say that you're scrying.
I mean, you could say that, but we're not going to.
Stop it.
You're worse than my cat.
So, John's going to suffer from long-term madness.
Wonderful.
Weird.
Which means he's screaming. Which means
It
he's
was
crying
wor-
for the next 4 months.
It was worth it. The joke was worth it.
Which means it's for 10 hours. How does, the sound of hallucinations and the disadvantage on, like, all ability checks sound to you?
Sounds like a fun time.
He regrets nothing. Like, come on. I know that laugh.
I know he doesn't. I know he doesn't. I'm kidding. I'm not even going to do that. Yet. For those who took watch, it's the sound of that scream, laugh, cry that actually does waken you. Post. I'm not going to describe what happens. This falls to you. So, I recommend doing a little roleplay. As the sun begins to rise once more.
As soon as the 6 minutes are up.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, does Alarin think that he recognizes the voice in the dream?
Make a religion check.
Ooh.
And I'll say with advantage.
Aha. Aha.
Muhaha.
Hiya. All right. With advantage.
Uh-huh.
That was a natural 20 for a 21.
Ooh, natural 20.
I think it's my first natural 20.
Yeah.
It is.
Yay!
Let's
First
I
nat
needed
20.
the perfect check to get that on.
Deford.
Ethan, one natural 20.
Could everyone mute up? And deafen. Except for Alarin. I will wiggle you guys back. It'll be this motion.
The secret code.
Secret code. Mainly because I can't kick people out of the chat. Because it'll break the stream. So, everyone's deafened. Everyone's chilling. So, Ethan, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah,
It's been a good day.
It's been a good day. That's good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm happy to have you. Yay. As soon as the effect fades, there's this sense of acknowledgement. And as you try to recall this nightmare, it wasn't a nightmare though. It was your lady of dreams. Yes.
Right.
But the dream that she gave you was one of light and happiness.
Sweet. Awesome. That's why he was laughing.
That's why he was laughing. You see an old man, you saw, as you tried to recall this dream, you saw an old man, you think you saw an old man playing with his grandchildren. On the bed of a river, where the water rushed past, there was laughter, and they were splashing and running around. And you remember this old man, the shift, as it's a campfire. You feel the warmth on your skin, very similar to the one that Toka made for you earlier. You feel it brush against your skin. Her honeyed words whispering the story of this old man's words in your ear. As you can't hear his voice, but you see his grandchildren just encaptured, riveted by the stories that this man tells, this knowledge that he knows. Your lady whispers. He tells them of a story, of a journey long past. It is filled with hardship. His skin bears the evidence of it. But look now as he tells upon his life, passing down his knowledge to his grandkids. So full of love, so proud, full of pride. He's endured so much. You will endure so much, but that is okay. I will always, forever, be on your side. For as long as you follow, I shall lead. Have pleasant dreams, my cleric.
Perfect. In his mind, Lauren is just like, this is what it is to live every day as if it may be your last, to the fullest. This is the kind of life it gets you. It's hard. There are challenges that present themselves for living this lifestyle. But wow, she shows me it's gonna be a blessing.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep. And that is what you got with your natural 20.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Have fun. Wiggle wiggles. Go wiggles. Come back. Come back. Wiggle wiggles.
I have been summoned.
Make like LMFAO and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Someone might want to summon the girls.
Or, as Gru would say, gorls.
Someone get the girls. Specifically the one whose back is currently facing us.
Oh, rip.
Love you too.
Hey! Ashley! Ashley!
You.
We're wiggling! Come back! We're wiggling, come back!
I'm
Can
kind of
we
like
come
backwards.
back?
Yeah!
I'm sorry. We can come back, Lily. I was petting Mocha. I'm sorry.
No valid.
The baby.
Super valid.
Look at her.
So,
Look at her. She's looking at the kid.
Look at them. And where is baby? Where is actually?
Hey, kitty.
Yeah, there she is.
As pretty as that is, as pretty as she is, and I hate saying this, she's the exact color that, like, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're not able to differentiate where
Yeah.
the dark stops and the cat begins.
Yeah.
Yes, she has committed insurance fraud several times.
Okay. Good to know.
So the moment that 6 minutes are over
Mhm.
of us laughing and screaming and crying and everything else, Alarin finishes his laughter, and he immediately gets up as the sun is rising, kneels, closes his eyes, and just with a big smile on his face, starts praying to his goddess in like an open fashion.
Good. um, there's a feeling of her acknowledgement. And it's like a gentle breeze across your back. Everybody else.
Osiris, as soon as he finishes crying, he's gonna get up and take a breath to steady himself. And while this is going on, he's just gonna go and do sword drills
Okay.
to try and take his mind off it.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Oka is holding herself and rocking back and forth.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Mary, after she is freed from the short-term madness, curls herself up in a ball and just keeps crying, though far quieter, and thinks, this is why I wanted to stay dead.
Fantastic.
Vin, upon waking up, starts crying and screaming profusely for 6 straight minutes. And afterwards, he just the sobs get smaller until he's finally able to catch his breath and just kind of just check himself over and be like, okay, everything's fine. What the fuck was that?
And Mira, what are you doing?
Soothing her hair.
They'd all be angry. Go on.
Weird question.
Yeah.
The snakes on Midia's head have the same drink?
Yes, because they are attached to her.
Okay,
Please
thought
tell
I'd
me
ask.
they're just
They're
tiny
also
little
sentient.
screams.
Yeah.
Missy, please tell me they're just little.
I am so
Little
happy I
snake
asked this
screams.
question.
Little snake whales. Little snake
You scream
laughter.
at me, you little shit, I swear to God.
I am so happy I asked this question and opened up this can of worms, or as it were, can of snakes.
You all collect yourselves. After whatever events occurred, the embers of the fire from last night die, or are dying, still glowing red hot, but long since extinguished the flames. The day itself is clear enough. Yes, there are clouds that cling to the horizon, interrupting its endlessness with just puffs of violet and pink and orange. A perfect summer day, if not for the sting of salt in your eyes, or clinging of your throat. All except Alarn seem distraught in some shape or form. You slowly, after doing your drills or whatever moments of self-soothing you happen to do, slowly pack up. There's still a day of journey ahead. But the silence is thick. Almost suffocating. Nobody speaks to each other. You're still trying to process what the hell you just saw. But you know that you can't stop. Not now. You stop, well, things could just get worse. So you start on your little journey towards the city of Astoria. An hour passes, 2. And then the silence feels less suffocating. Less and less and less as the day continues, and you had time to think. The floor is currently yours, should you choose to accept it. If not, I will speedrun it straight to Astoria.
Well, you said nobody talked on the road.
For a good short amount of time. There's still a few hours. Like, right at the start no one talked. Until but you can, because it felt really heavy. But as you got closer and closer to the city, you're still several hours out, it felt less suffocating.
After like an hour of just oppressive silence as they travel,
Yeah.
Lauren will like saddle up to Toga specifically. Social cues and picking up on things like that, but was there just something that happened that I missed?
I just love the obliviousness from Orin within this.
There may be a reason for it.
Guys, what happened?
Toka she's still holding herself as she's walking. She's just gonna look up at him with just part of her bangs coming outward so she can see he can see her eye, and it's just glaring at him
What is it? Genuinely
you know,
confused.
Just, had a fucking nightmare, and then suddenly I wake up screaming. It's not fun. Everybody else was laughing or crying.
Interesting. You had a nightmare.
Yeah.
Very sorry about that. Does not sound fun at all.
And snake screams, like I said, just imagining. It was. I don't even know how to explain it. Just very awful.
My lady must have protected me from it. I apologize. I know it may not seem like much help, but allow me to say a prayer, a quick blessing over you. Maybe she'll protect your dreams tonight. So just mutter a quick prayer or blessing for
Okay.
Toka, in Toka's stead.
Okay. You've done this countless times before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary, but seems to take hold.
Let's see, how do you think we could maybe cheer everybody up? Nightmares and screaming and crying doesn't sound like a great way to start a day. We're already pretty far into it, but I don't know, maybe we could take the second half by, a different tune.
Well, maybe we could do a traveling song or something. You're always good at singing.
It's a great idea. Marvelous idea, actually. I still have my viol on my back.
Exactly. Literally, I just imagine like we're at the back of the group and it just suddenly a song starts.
Everyone's like angry or sad or like introspective, and then it's just violent.
What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor?
I'm about to say.
Mary's about to open her mouth and then just song comes blasting.
I feel like it'd be really really cute if it was like an old song from like their village, like a very like historic song for them. Because even Toka will like join in on some of the parts for like the females and everything.
Ethan, I want you to pick a song.
Yeah.
And I actually want you to sing it.
Oh, never mind. You want me to sing it?
Only if you want to. Only if you want to. Only if
Nothing
you want to.
copyrighted over 20 seconds though.
Yeah, can't be 20 seconds.
I think if I'm singing it, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
playing it. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
can cover it.
you can do covers. You just can't have like the instrumental backing of it.
Okay. I'm thinking that the two of them, right? They both have kind of an Irish lilt,
Mhm.
and they're very fey, and there are a lot of very fun Irish what's the word? I don't know.
Jigs?
I'm just gonna say
Ballads?
yeah, jigs. A lot of Irish jigs that are out there. My grandfather, who has Irish heritage, used to sing Seven Drunken Nights, which was
No.
a very repetitive song, but it was very like upbeat and happy. I'll do a little bit of it. Why not? Do that.
It's fine. It's just Twitch.
Yeah.
Just Twitch.
You sing all the time on Twitch.
You do. As I went home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door where my own horse should be. But I called my wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that horse outside the door where my old horse should be? Oh, you're drunk, you're silly, old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a sow, sure I've never saw before. And it just goes on for like every night of the week. 7 different verses of that same tune over and over. It's upbeat, there's clapping, there's violin.
How?
Go on.
The whole thing.
How does everyone react to singing, breaking out the song, as the quiet becomes less and less?
No longer quiet.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have something for this.
Just pulls out a pair of maracas.
Classic Irish instrument, maracas.
No, it's like those like shaky eggs, you know?
Cyrus will give a small smirk.
I love this. If anybody's ever interested in knowing what the fuck Toka sounds like when she sings, I did put it into the thing to kind of give an understanding.
And these are two individuals who grew up together.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're
They're
harmonizing,
having fun.
well practiced.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna require you guys to roll for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Toka's like kind of doing like a little like Irish dance beside him. She's walking.
Okay, the rock.
I will say,
Faceless.
I will say as soon as Toka starts dancing, Vin just kind of lets out just kind of, but not wanting to like, because obviously the tension is so thick you can cut it
Almost
with a
cut
long
it.
sword.
Yeah.
So he kind of just lets out that chuckle and kind of stifles it as much as he can. As he just keeps walking, eyes forward, stone face as he can be.
No,
I
no.
think once the song's finished, Mary is going to do everything to make sure the quiet doesn't come back. It's just like, Finn, I loved your food last night. Do you have a name for that?
She's just gonna yap. Got it.
I mean, typically the noodles would be different shaped, but typically it's usually called like a macaroni and cheese. But you see, because we didn't actually have macaroni noodles, I had to improvise because I don't have. I'll be honest, I didn't have enough time to actually properly make the macaroni noodles, so I actually did more of like linguine mac and cheese.
Oh, that's.
Or not
That
linguine,
sounds-
sorry,
that sounds
fettuccine.
interesting.
Fettuccine. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, and the difference between like a linguine is like a slightly thicker spaghetti noodle, but a fettuccine is more flattened and long. It makes it a lot more easier to make when you cut it. You want me to keep going about noodles, Cat?
I'm gonna cut you there.
Perfect.
As Vin goes off about noodles. Mita, what are you up to? What are you doing? How do you react to this song, dance, and ditty? Also, talk about noodles.
I think she kind of smiles and then realizes how close we're getting and makes sure that nothing is showing that we give her away.
Okie dokie, okie dokie. I was gonna do something. I can't remember what I was gonna do. Help. Beans. How do you guys feel, real quick, about a 10 to 15, 5 to 10 minute break?
perfectly fine with it.
With that.
Wish you would have told me
Wow.
like a minute ago before I just got up and got it.
Sorry. Alright, we're gonna take I'll say 10 minutes. So we'll be back at 9:22 for those of us who share the same time zone, 10:22 for those who don't share the same time zone as me. Alright, we'll see you soon. God, this man, hey man.
I got. He's just swinging. He's going for Francis because Francis has already been down once.
Oh no. Sir!
It's okay, I'll just heal, it's fine. Yes, good.
He's coming for you. He just ran immediately, right? Hey, he's missing Gavin. What the fuck?
Alright, we just gotta go through the door now. Don't mind me. Alright, we're gonna rotate back. Hey, Bill. Hi, Bill. Alright. Myself and stuff. My Michael Kors jacket finally came in. Yeah?
By
Sick, dude.
default, he gets a killer instinct notification. I just got a green flash out of it.
I'm so sorry.
No, why?
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No, I was so close! Oh, man.
I didn't realize
I was
you were
so
there.
close.
So sorry.
Oh, now he's on me. He's like, well, this bitch knows where my totem is.
I'll get it. I want to say that you're 480. 6 in public. The world isn't ready for that yet, right? Y'all can barely handle your own issues. Like, the fact that, I legitimately cannot be like, yo, by the way, I'm immortal, you know, like, because y'all just are not ready for that. I'm sorry. Like, you guys gotta kind of, you know, solve world hunger before you can deal with the fact that there are immortals amongst your midst. Hi, Zealous. Bye! Have a good one! Bye-bye! Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Back through. There we go. Like, I'm okay with it. Oh, that's mildly horrifying. What the fuck?
You should be able to fall can slide down me onto the table.
Hey!
Oh, there you
Melody!
go. If I stand here, you get your own backing music. How do you record something on Steam?
I don't know.
Oh, I pressed Shift Tab.
No. Fuck you. Yeah.
In this town, coming in here and telling me I'm a bad father? Get out!
I didn't say you were
I
a
know
bad
that's
father.
what you meant. Just get out!
No.
Get out!
Maybe you're too unstable to be a parent. Ah, fuck! God, that scared the shit out of me.
Let's end this quickly!
I got scared. I did. I'm not here.
It actually worked?
No, he got me and shook his head.
Just stay with me.
I'm naming him Jimothy.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Come on, Jimothy. Come on, Jimothy. Oh, no!
Well, goodbye, Jimothy. I have your lead. There you go.
Oh, I'll figure out a way to.
Down there.
Yeah.
Oh. You okay?
Where did you come from?
Did you just almost die?
Where did you come from?
It's a cow!
Oh, it's a cow!
What the fuck is going on? This man, hey man.
I got. He's just swinging. He's going for Francis because Francis has already been down once.
Oh no. Sir!
It's okay, I'll just heal, it's fine. Yes, good.
He's coming for you. He just went immediately right. Hey, he's missing Gavin. What the fuck?
Alright, we just gotta go through the door now. Come on, yeah. Alright, we're gonna rotate back. Hey, Bill. Hi, Bill. Alright. Yourself and stuff. My Michael Kors jacket finally came in. Yeah?
By
Sick,
default, he gets a killer instinct notification. I just got a green flash out of
I'm so sorry.
No, why?
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No, I was so close! Oh man.
I didn't realize you were
so
there.
close.
So sorry.
Oh, now he's on me. He's like, well, this bitch knows where my totem is.
I'll get it. I won't say that you're 486 in public. The world isn't ready for that yet, right? Y'all can barely handle your own issues. Like, the fact that, I legitimately cannot be like, yo, by the way, I'm immortal, you know, like, because y'all just are not ready for that. I'm sorry. Like, you guys gotta kind of, you know, solve world hunger before you can deal with the fact that there are immortals amongst your midst. Hi, Phyllis. Bye! Have a good one! Bye-bye! Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Back through. There we go. Like, I'm okay with it. Oh, that's mildly horrifying. What the fuck?
You should be able to fall and slide down me onto the table.
Hey!
Oh, there you go.
Melody!
If I stand here, you get your own backing music. How do you record something on Steam?
I don't know.
Yep.
Welcome back!
Yay, we're back.
We're back! Words. I was gonna say words and I forgot what words are. Whoops. The city of Astoria comes perfectly into view. Hold on, I gotta eat these before they melt in my hand.
That's fine. That's fine. I had to get a snack out of the cupboard for my wife. So the city, huh? That is a giant bottle. What?
It's literally just a whole thing of apple juice.
My man's drinking an entire gallon of apple juice.
You don't want to waste the cup. It's only like that much.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I find everything funny right now. God damn it.
No, you're good. You're good.
The city of Astoria comes perfectly into view. Very similar to paintings of watercolor that you have seen of the city in ages past. In your travels, or even through story, through picture, and through other people. Astoria is large, bustling, even. Bear with me. It is the largest settlement along the Arcleon River, built into a rocky gorge sprawling down from stone wall fortress that faces the steppes to the north. The north of which you, the Fellowship of the Grasping Dawn, slowly approaches. You are probably, by the time the city proper, this fortress, can be seen, you are about 2-3 hours out. The Arcleon itself runs along the northern edge of the fortress and forms a natural moat that can only be crossed by bridge. You do see a road that splits south and north, where various travelers drift southward, where they are expected to be allowed in. Merchants who continue to pass you split off on this road that arc downward and around the city proper, crossing over this rushing river of water. The north gate stands large and looming. Even a few hours out, you can see the curvature of this massive wall and massive gate. And as such, time passes, drawing this gate, this fort and fortress and city itself into more and more great and grand detail. One hour, 2 hours, and at the third hour, your steps finally take you to this city. The north wall of this settlement is actually part of the town itself. You can see the slight curvature of roofs that slowly descend farther and farther down. And you do know from stories or otherwise that the housing is built this way to protect those who reside within the city from any dangers or threats from the steppe itself. And houses and taverns and shops of all kinds were all down from the fortress, filling much of the gorge itself with activity. The northern wall, which is what the lot of you have decided to approach, is defended by legions of soldiers, all dangerously armed and ready for the slightest amount of threat. However, you do see in the distance a steady stream of people coming and going from the city. Surrounding the city state itself, you see farms that have few remaining livestock. You see dry grass, and despite the natural forming moat, the river is low, almost like a stream instead of a mighty river that it once was. All of you make a perception check, please.
Hey, that's a check.
Well,
That's a 5.
16. 19 plus 4.
Okay. For even those with the weakest eyes, as you do approach the city and settle your gaze upon just the sheer amount and sheer size, in the distance, you do see crossing across the rock face of this valley that was torn out by the river for ages. Standing well above the tree line is a massive looming figure stepping slowly across, dragging behind it a massive club that was once a massive tree. You see the trees bend and shift under the weight of this creature. Its thick muscles and thick torso telling you of great strength and deadly force. Luckily, it pays you no mind. Its gaze focused upon the city itself, and you hear, even at the distance away that you are, this deep, low rumble. Before you watch as it slowly stomps away. The trees, once again, bending and shifting, almost caving in on themselves under this creature. Now, I present to you a choice. You may choose to take the southern route, which is populated by many a traveler, as well as many a caravan. Or you may choose to go to the north and deal with the soldiers that stand guard. What shall you do? And you please make this decision as a group.
Oh yeah, because we're like a fellowship now.
Mainly because I don't want to deal with the party split in this fucking city.
Good luck finding each other again if we split up.
I'll call it payback for all the time you guys split in my city.
Toka's pretty indifferent to where we head. She's gonna be kind of like, wherever anybody goes, she kind of just follows.
Mm-hmm.
So, given the nature of my character, I understand if I can't do this.
Okay.
But could I attempt, or could somebody else in the group attempt a history check to see, like, what's this kind of state of Astoria and what's the best way to go in? Does it matter?
Sure. This can be anyone's role if anyone wants to take it.
I'll take that.
Sure. Sure, why not? I'm not intelligent, but you know.
That's a 13.
That's a 16.
Anyone else?
Alarin was raised pet in his little seclusion. So
Same with Toka, so that's why.
Mm-hmm. Mita? Yeah, you're gonna make a roll.
Rolling? Perception?
History, just to get the general state of the city and like where to go best. Okay, so Vin.
Hey yo, what's up? I've been traveling for a while. And
Yeah.
I think when I caught up to Media, I was actually coming from Astoria.
Okay, yeah, alright. You would know specifically that the best way to avoid hassle would to go through the southern gate. However, you are also aware that the southern gate is not exactly as heavily guarded, which is a danger on itself from time to time. Now, if you go through this northern gate, yes, it's going to be a hassle. However, you are less likely to be randomly stopped in the middle of the street if you go through the northern gate, as the guards do speak as technically like the voice of both the people and the king.
Okay.
So basically they're like TSA.
Gotcha. So the point I'm going to try to make here, and this is me, I'm not going to say pleading, but this is me just coming to you guys as someone who's been like through the city as a commoner. I believe we should go the northern route. And if I check my compass here, obviously I know that this is the northern route. Because I have a compass and I remember that. It's, you know, as great as it would be to make friends standing in line.
Yeah, the line is also long as hell, so it takes forever to get through.
Right. So this is like TSA pre-check. So, I do believe that it might be. I'm not going to say it's going to be quicker. I'm not going to say it's going to be as much of, or it's going to be less of a hassle. It might be more of a hassle, but at the same time, I mean, I haven't been a ruffian ever, but there are things that happen in that line on the south line. You know, just like pickpocketing, just regular old brawls. You know, you cut in front of me, bam, all of a sudden someone's getting their nose broken. But I'm not speaking from experience, apparently. That doesn't happen at the North Route because you're not going to punch someone in front of the King's God.
Right, yeah. No, but whatever you think is best, honestly. I like being safer, even if it takes a little bit of time. We have fun ways to pass the time, obviously.
Okay, now you need to sing the night 2
Ripping song.
I mean, it's either that or more fun food facts.
Osiris, Mita.
The northern route would probably be our best decision.
That seems fine.
I love how Lily is slowly disappearing off camera.
It's a slow process.
The chair, it popped out, so I have slowly been sliding back.
Ah, consumed.
Echo, do you know that you're muted or?
Yeah, I've already said as Toka that she'll go pretty much wherever.
Wherever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just also too shoving my mouth full of food, so.
Mm-hmm. And Neri.
I will, whatever the people that have been here before think is best. So, North Road.
North Route, okay. Do you allow Vin to take the lead here, or does Mr. Charismatic himself, Alarin, take the route, or?
Neri also has a ton of charisma, she just doesn't use it.
I mean, if we're thinking about this rationally, we should let the giant lion man in armor.
You know, fair point.
So,
I think it needs to be Osiris, Vin, Alarin, and then the rest of us.
so let's go to first.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's always a good sign.
Didn't we have a cart?
Do have a cart.
Somewhere.
I did. We do have a cart.
That may have been forgotten about.
Like, I could have sworn we had a cart.
Yeah.
I think we just have like a little travel cart that we have to move along
Oh,
ourselves.
so-
I don't think we have horses.
Yeah, no, you don't have horses.
Like
you have like a
cabbage
travel.
cart.
Yeah, you have like the cabbage man
we,
cart.
yeah, we had talked about that Toga could technically
Be a horse, but that was it.
yeah.
Yeah, because
How quickly we were on the bandwagon of make her the pack meal.
and I remember it because you asked about horses, and they didn't exactly have horses to spare. They could have been convinced to give you horses, but you know, you guys just were like, we're gonna hoof it.
That is, we have a cart that is people possible.
Gotcha. That's what it is. Yeah, I guess I'm in front, I guess.
Okay. You.
I'm actually gonna head up the rear.
Okay. Vin takes the rear. Cyrus in the front.
Behind us, Cyrus.
Alright. We got the bard not bard right behind Osiris.
Nary right behind Alara.
Neri, Thoka somewhere floating there. Mita is probably.
Yeah, she's too shy.
Mita's likely near Vin.
I need an escort, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You approach the northern gate, seeing vast towers that kind of loom overhead and guards constantly patrolling the area. The northern gate is manned by 6 guards, 3 on each side. And as they observe the lot of you approaching, one of them, his bronze armor shined, and with a red tuft of fur-like hair in his helmet, halts you all. State your business.
Okay, I have to say this now to the group. Is my dumbass brain forgot. What are we doing here?
What is our business?
It was suggested to us by Kyra the Bard to visit Theano, Keeper of Knowledge, and see. I don't know if there's a clan of dwarves in Astoria, but if there is a clan of dwarves, we're supposed to talk to those guys too to help learning about the forge. And we should watch out for Roger. Just generally, I guess, weary travelers stay in the city for a bit and collect some knowledge and information that we can't while we're on the road.
We're going to the library.
Going to the library.
The library? The big one?
The big library, yeah.
We are
Where the Keeper of Knowledge is.
we are travelers seeking asylum for a time.
You see that he narrows his gaze, looking over each of you. You come from the steppe. How do I know that you are not some falsehoods looking to enter the city, causing to cause havoc?
I will kind of motion towards the brooch that was given to us by the oracle.
Yeah, the brooch given us
Yeah.
to us by the oracle that signifies us as the
I
true heroes of
do
Thylia
believe
on a divine
this
quest.
would suffice as proof.
chosen heroes.
So we've been got.
he's looking at you like, I didn't fucking choose you.
I don't believe you for a second. Any scum could have gotten those brooches. How are you heroes? How are you the chosen? I don't plan to take them.
Heroes allowed to enter the city?
Any,
I think it's more that we claim to be the chosen hero.
we hear,
Believe us.
we hear that people claim to be the chosen heroes all the time.
I mean, you don't have to believe this. I'm not even sure that I'm a chosen hero, if I'm being honest. But can we come in?
I mean, this one doesn't even have a brooch. Gestures to Aaron.
Actually, I have it here.
I don't have a brooch.
I have his as well.
Again, you could have falsified that.
Oka's just gonna kind of step up. She's like so scared to like be near these people.
My apologies, but I did not slay a sea hag to not be seen as a chosen hero. We did not go into a temple to not have stories be told of us.
What to say? It's Kyra, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Kyra, yeah.
Kyra the Bard.
Yep.
And then...
Yep.
Yeah, Toka's just gonna go.
We were sent on this journey by Kyra. Not everybody just knows that name.
Oh. Also the Oracle.
What to say? Was it just the Oracle? Is that all the name was provided?
No, I'm looking for her name.
Thank you.
Versailles.
Versailles. Thank you.
Versailles.
And we did not rescue Versailles for nothing.
Make a persuasion check.
Hold up here. Natural 20?
Oh, that doesn't seem like it's good enough.
Well, listen, in this game, I don't know.
Right? Good guy.
His eyes narrow further.
Okay, will slowly grow shorter as this was a lot to do.
And he does step closer to you, Toka. And he like looks you over completely, head to toe. And then his eyes drift to this brooch. Interesting. It looks and appears like you are telling the truth. Apologies for my suspicion, O chosen heroes. And you see that the legioness, he turns and nods to the other 5 guards, who then simultaneously bang on their shields to this loud kind of clang. And they only do it like 3 times. And as soon as they do so, you watch as these massive gates slowly swing open, allowing you entry into the city proper. As you start making your way past these guards, the legioness will look to all of you and go, "Don't cause trouble. Enjoy Astoria." And they allow you free entry inside.
As Toka walks in, she's like, never doing that again. Oh.
You did incredible. That was amazing.
You did wonderfully.
She's shaking with her boots.
She's literally like shaking and she's walking in. She may be small, but she is mighty.
I believed in her.
I didn't doubt it for a minute.
Okay. The city itself is bustling. You watch as townspeople rush past. Several others go about their business. You see that there's massive stone steps leading farther and farther down into this gorge that is the city proper. You do see... Sorry, I have lost things. At the precipice of this entry point, looking down into the city, in the distance you see a circular amphitheater built a little away from the town center, but you do see little dots of people far inside, with stone bricks that sweep up the hillside. On top of that, you see a very, very distant southern gate with its doors swung wide. You see crowds gathered down at the bottom, where there's heavy carts and merchants. And very, very distantly, if you can squint, there does appear to be guards, but they don't really seem to be stopping anyone as frequently. You see several of Astoria's well-trodden streets kind of converge at this bustling city center. And it's this central agora that just has crowds upon crowds. Again, very distant dots that you happen to see. That appears to be the merchant square. And you do also see 3 distinct groups of buildings that are walled off from the rest of the city. They're simple stone houses, and then you see what appears to be ornate statues in the second group, and then the third are rustic-looking homes. Many, many things draw your attention to this city. It's actually quite difficult to really know where to go and what to pay attention to as you kind of stand in this center as the massive red gates swing closed behind you. What do you do?
Well, we're here now. It would probably be a good idea to find lodging before we get too far.
Yeah, should we go do lodging first? Should we go to the library first? Get that over with?
I think lodging needs to be on the top, because knowing things means nothing if you're sleeping out on the street at night.
I mean, if there's any indication, that's what I've always done, so like, it's not that bad.
Right, but given the choice between sleeping in a bed and sleeping on the street, I know which one I'm gonna choose.
Oh, and additionally, inside this massive city, you do see this kind of castle that's situated kind of deep within the throes, closer to the eastern side.
Lodging's a great idea. I've never been in a city this big. There's a lot to take in. So, yeah, no, lodging's a great idea. Get some place to meet back at, or have home base at in the city. Wow, there's a lot.
Osiris,
Hmm.
what city was it that we were both in before, when we first met? Let's go with that.
That's a really good fucking question.
I do remember out of character, but Neri doesn't know.
No, I don't quite remember actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
It was my trust.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Wait.
I'm saying that in character.
Wait.
He does not remember.
Wait, so the Blackstone, the House Blackstone, right? Is currently contracted or sworn to the High House of Mitros, right?
Yep.
And you don't know where Mitros is.
No, I don't remember where we met.
That
I
okay?
don't remember which city we met in.
That's a valid one. Okay, point withdrawn. Thank you for your consideration, Your Honor.
Yeah, where's a nice looking tavern? Check.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely check. I'd say make a perception check, just because a lot of you haven't been here before, minus Vin. Actually, Vin, could you make a history check for me?
I mean, I'd like to think that I would just pass it through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll make a history check because.
What did you want to do, Ashley?
While people are making perception checks, could I make persuasion checks to ask some of the people around, like, hey, where's a good inn?
Sure.
That is gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. Servin. What did you get?
I got a natural 16.
I love a natural 16.
Yeah. This dice is apparently rolling really high tonight. Besides that 2 I rolled earlier.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Neri, you do see, there's like a young couple that walks by. The young ladies do pause, and as you make your inquiry, they are helpful enough to point you in the direction of the public housing, which is actually quite close to where you guys have entered the city. It's simply just down the hill if you follow the main road. They suggest that you might wish to stay at. They suggest the Dragon's Tooth, which is one of these public houses.
I forget what the actual term is.
That's what it's called. She's a public house.
public house called the Dragon's Tooth that sounds pretty nice just down the way. Thank you, ladies, as well.
You're welcome.
It's helpful.
Have a pleasant day.
You too.
And they stroll off, winding down the streets.
So do we want to set up there, or...?
Everyone's just like,
I mean, as long as it is a roof overhead, don't see why not.
Right. What was I rolling a history check for again?
just to see if you also would know of like inns or places to stay, and the Dragon Tooth does come to mind.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And I will second the motion of Dragon's Tooth.
Okay. The six of you wind your ways down, where you do come across this nondescript brick building with a made of carved white stone accents and other various simple embellishments. You see patrons drifting in and out in various states of sobriety, and the scent of food and sounds of raucous conversation emanate from the open door and windows that are of oak. The streets themselves are bustling. It's a crowd. It's crowded, and you almost have to fight your way through merely to get to your location. You can hear the cacophony. Thank you. Of various voices and animals and other sounds of city just kind of wash over you. You see merchants and soldiers and various other individuals walk inside, and while this inn it sets itself apart as it seems more homely compared to the other thatched inns of the southern outskirts of town that sit near you. There's a ton of activity, and as you step through the door, you see that the busy streets of the outside the tavern are barely hinted at as the sheer number of patrons crammed inside this popular inn. Locals and travelers from across Thalia crowd the bar and an assortment of wooden tables sharing the latest of gossip. As the six of you stroll within, you see a wiry, older white-haired man greet you all with a massive grin. Hi! What can I do you lot for?
Well, good sir. Us fine, fair people could use some lodgings while we are in the city, if you could provide that.
How long are you planning on staying?
What do we think?
How much is it per night?
Oh, relatively cheap, about 2 silver.
2 silver.
Put us down for 3 days to start, and then we see where it goes.
Sure, that could be arranged. And just out of curiosity, how many rooms are we looking at? Yeah.
Any chance that I recognize this man?
You want to roll for it?
I'm asking because the man described in my wonderful dream last night was described as a wiry, white-haired old man as well.
He has teeth, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh. Dentures exist, that's all I'm saying. Okay.
As far as you're aware, he does not look familiar. No.
Okay, I thought I cracked the code then.
Been disputing the timelines.
It was just like beautiful minds, like.
Nope. As far as you are aware, he does not look familiar.
Awesome. I'd say 5 nights to make it an even gold piece.
A gold piece each for us.
Whoa. I mean, how many rooms?
But to say, at max, it would be, what, 5 rooms?
Right. Okay, I'll share.
Right. I do enjoy myself a bit of privacy.
I'll take my own room.
Room, Toka, and Alrin. Mita, Nari.
Well.
I'm comfortable sharing.
I'll take that. I'll take my own room. Just pops out her last bit of money.
Oops.
She only had 1 gold piece left.
Oh no. Tragic.
Hoka just looks at money bags beside her, Allerin.
Wonderful. So, 5 rooms for 5 nights. That can be easily arranged. Just give me 2 seconds. And the gentleman will duck behind this bar-like desk and pull out several bronze keys. And attached are like tokens that look to be like a fang, like a carved wooden fang attached to them. They all look the same.
That's a bit concerning.
I can't find the right room with a blindfold on.
The entirety of the bottom floor is yours to have. Our entire top floor is currently occupied. If you wish for an upgrade, happy to provide that. However, you're just gonna have to wait for the guests to leave.
Fair enough.
Well.
Enjoy.
Minus 1 gold piece.
We were told to track our gold in this game.
Always track.
You should always track your gold to begin with.
Always track your gold.
Track it.
You do all find your rooms easy enough. Even Miss Blindfold and Blind can find her room. The beds... Yeah. The beds are pretty basic. They're nothing too fancy, but they're comfortable enough. And the rooms themselves are simply decorated. You see a couple paintings of the king as well as the princess, and even Astoria itself. It's kind of scattered around. There is a wash area also located on your floor. And you do hear the rumbling of these patrons and the kind of uproarious laughter that kind of happens suddenly. And as you settle and take stock of the place that you are, this is actually where we are going to end it for tonight. So, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Thank you for any subs and gift subs and donos and hello Exa. We are ending right now.
No.
Sorry, buddy. I hope everybody had fun. I will be making sure I fucking save this episode. And download it and then upload it to my YouTube so that way we don't have a mistake of last time. Love you all. Take care. Well, have a good night. I will see you later. Goodbye.
That's not how I go.